Get Out with Hannibal Lecter. This is my spoiler-free review of the Hulu horror flick Fresh. Fresh was produced by Adam McKay. It was directed by Mimi Cave. This is her feature film directorial debut. And it was written by Lauren Kahn, who has worked with Adam McKay in the past on films like Step Brothers and The Other Guys. The stars of this film are Daisy Edgar-Jones, who reminded me a lot of Anne Hathaway, to the point where it was a little distracting. I almost wanted to stop the film and figure out if they were related in some way. It also stars Sebastian Stan. I like the roles that he's selecting. He can go from, he's very versatile. He can go from playing an unsuspecting hero and protagonist to an evil, villainous antagonist. And I like that about him. He diversifies the roles he plays, and that's a good thing. He's in this film as a cannibalistic doctor named Steve. And then you have Jojo T. Gibbs. She was most recently in 20s. She plays best friend to Daisy's character, Noah. Now the title Fresh, I get why they titled this Fresh. Fresh is used as a double entendre to mean flirtatious and also fresh meat. So the basic premise of this film is Noah, played by Daisy. Noah is a lovelorn single woman who is struggling to find Mr. Right. She goes on failed first date after failed first date and is to the point of giving up on dating until one day she meets Steve in the meat department of a grocery store. Now he's corny and unassuming and his pickup lines fall flat. But because he's peculiar and very handsome, Noah lets her guard down. So she gives him her phone number. And for a while, they go on a few dates and enjoy each other's company and get to know each other until one day, Steve invites Noah away for the weekend. And he says that it is a surprise, so he doesn't tell her where they're going, which means that she can't tell her friend, her best friend Molly, where she'll be. So, obviously, Molly wants to run a background check on Steve, but there isn't enough information. The picture that Noah sends Molly is nondescript and unidentifiable. So at this point, Molly doesn't know who Steve is as much as Noah does. So anyway, they go to this secluded, remote house that happens to be owned by Steve. He ends up drugging Noah to the point that she faints unconscious. And when she wakes up, she realizes that she's been held captive. We're at the 33-minute mark at this point, and we finally get the credits. So you can see Adam McKay's imprint in the movie. So, without spoiling too much, Steve gives Noah the rundown of what his operation is about. That he abducts young women and removes fresh body parts from their body and sells them on the black market to this skulls and bones type secret society for their cannibalistic pleasure. Okay? There are some twists and turns that are rewarding, so I won't spoil those either. But I will say that Molly tries to reach Noah, and Noah's response is very delayed. So she's getting worried. And Steve realizes she's worried, so he texts back, and Molly knows that's a red flag because this isn't how Noah sounds. So Molly starts snooping around and puts her own self in danger, trying to find out where Noah is and what's going on with her. Um, this is a really interesting film. As I said, it is very reminiscent of Get Out, and there are elements of Hannibal Lecter. There are elements of the movie Hannibal. I think Sebastian Stan is really good in this film. It is a very interesting take on the subgenre of, no, I think it's a really decent film. Again, it's streaming currently on Netflix. I think you should check it out. I actually give this film a 4 out of 5 stars. Again, you can catch it on Hulu. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. If you've seen this film, please comment below and let me know what you think. I think it was a decent film. The acting isn't groundbreaking, but it's a horror film. You really don't go there to see Oscar-winning performances. Well, I guess you did in Get Out. But let me know what you think. I think it's a decent film. But anyway, I plan to upload at least twice a week. Until next time, peace.